Hope you're thirsty. Whether you're into wine, beer, or just good vibes, Carlos Creek serves up the perfect pour in small-town Minnesota.
People are passionate about outdoor equipment.
Get this, Americans spend $30 billion a year on gear.
But no one ever really sees how their stuff gets made.
That's where we come in.
Made for the Outdoors. Made for the Outdoors is presented by Warner's Dock.
Welcome to the show, and check out this beautiful vineyard. No, I'm not in France and I'm not in California. I'm in Alexandria, Minnesota at Carlos Creek Winery. Let's go make some wine. Carlos Creek is a small-town winery with a big personality.
I'm Michelle Bredesen, one of the owners out here, and I do a little bit of everything. I do a lot with marketing, front of house, so tap room, tasting room, pizza kitchen. I do event stuff, a little bit of everything.
And I'm Tyler Bredesen. I'm also one of the owners, and I do a lot more finance operations, work with the guys out in the vineyard, grounds, coordinating with the winery, the brewery, that kind of thing.
In 2008, Tyler's parents bought the business and asked him to come on board. Since then, they've taken this winery thing to a whole new level.
The previous owners had an old horse stable and riding arena, which we converted into an event center. So started the wedding side of the business. And yeah, and then in 2019, we added our tap room and our brewery, along with our wood fire pizza kitchen, and have just been having fun since.
Expansion has been a huge success, but they've never lost sight of their main objective, making wine.
We have quite a few different wines here. Often it's more than 25, sometimes as many as 30. We're trying to make sure that we have something to offer anyone who's here.
Their most popular wine? Hot Dish Red, of course.
It's an unaged, unoaked red, so it's very approachable. It's very soft, full of fruit flavor, fresh, just an easy drinking red, which is very uncommon. So that's why I think a lot of people enjoy it, is because you can bring it to any dinner party, any occasion, and people are gonna love it because it's just so easy to drink and fun.
The name is fun, yeah.
Hot Dish Red.
And so we do produce a lot of different wines. We have great winemakers who are able to juggle all that. It's a lot of work to try and have 30 wines and then be proud of all of them.
And no one is prouder than head winemaker Russ Funk.
My name is Russ Funk. I'm the head winemaker here at Carlos Creek Winery. We've got so much going on here that it's become a destination. It's not just a winery where you come out and buy wine. It's a destination. It's a place to come out and have fun and just enjoy your time. Another reason why I love coming here, why I love my job too. The first and most important part is monitor the grapes as they're ripening on the vines, because having the right chemistry and the right flavor in the grapes is by far the most important part of winemaking.
Timing for harvest needs to be perfect, and we nailed it.
Now we're in our harvest season, which is usually, say on average, usually a good 6 weeks long, and that's where basically all of the wine is made.
That's what I'm talking about. I wish you guys could smell this right now. It is so fruity and delicious and fresh. I can't wait to crush these things up and make some wine. Should we try one? I think we should. Oh my God. Whoa, it's like Literally like an explosion of flavor. Definitely not like a table grape. Super juicy, a little sour, but delicious. Oh my gosh, yum.
1252.
The crew measures and records each grape bin before the grapes head into the destemmer. Now that's what I call purple rain. All hands are on deck during harvest, and to be honest, it feels more like a family tradition than work. This family affair continues when we get back.
Made for the Outdoors is brought to you by Warner's Dock, Aquarius Home Services, Old Dutch family-owned quality snacks since 1934, Walton's, Keystone Light. Here's to living smooth. Celebrate responsibly.
Welcome back to Made for the Outdoors. At Carlos Creek Winery, they'll use just about any excuse to celebrate.
The event side of the business really came around because we wanted people to experience our wine, our beer, in ways that were just in celebratory fashion and different experiences rather than just coming to the tasting room or tap room.
From weddings and private events to annual celebrations like the Grape Stomp Festival, the fun goes all year round. But for that fun to happen, there needs to be wine. With the grapes harvested and sorted, we head into the lab to dive deep into the science behind winemaking.
So I brought in a couple of grapes from the grocery store. These are the ones that we eat, that we get from the grocery store, and you can tell they're obviously a lot bigger. All grape varieties have different colors, but you can tell by the size. And one of the most important parts, table grapes, when we cut them in half, you can see there's no seeds. That's a big difference between our table grapes and our wine grapes. So now a wine grape, they're almost 50% seed. A lot of big seeds in there, usually 4 or 5 of them. And so that's one of the biggest differences between, well, table grapes and wine grapes. Also is the skin. The skin on these wine grapes is a lot tougher because that's where a lot of the tannin comes from.
Grapes are, of course, important to winemaking, but the other critical ingredient is yeast.
It's, a pretty key ingredient, if not the most important ingredient in the process of making wine or beer or cider for that matter. They're kind of the true heroes of alcohol production.
The true heroes, as winemaker Brett Murphy calls them, convert sugar into alcohol.
This is dry active yeast, and it's dried to a moisture content of 8%. So I'm going to rehydrate it to reacclimate it to a liquid environment, which is pretty simple. You just kind of mix it up in the warm water that I got here. For now, we wait.
The yeast rehydrates for 20 minutes before being acclimated to the temperature of the grape juice. Going too fast or too slow will ruin the entire batch. Once at the perfect temp, the yeast is added to the juice and the magic of fermentation begins. During the process, Russ monitors sugar levels every single day until they reach the perfect balance.
So also in the winemaking process, from start to finish, there's over 100 things that can go wrong. One of the first indicators of something going wrong is the aroma and the taste. And so every day we smell it. It smells clean.
Take a whiff.
Yes, it smells like bread, smells like yeast. And there's like a real kind of citrusy kind of aroma to that too.
That smells good, actually. It's like, it's a little juicier, I guess, than a wine at the end. Like, I don't know, just fun and fresh.
That's a very good term, yes.
Juicy, but not for long. That sweet sugar continues to convert to alcohol until fermentation is brought to a halt. Wine can be aged in various vessels, and it has a huge impact on flavor.
First one you got is from a more neutral barrel. That means that the wine is older and it's not going to emit as much oak flavor. The other one you have is from a new Minnesota oak barrel. So if you try the two, you can see there's like a night and day difference between the flavor of the wine and the smell and the texture. So,
Okay, I've been waiting all day for this. So this is the newer one, in the newer barrel. I mean, one's definitely, they're different.
Definitely different, aren't they?
Yes, absolutely.
Same grapes, same tank.
Really? It's the same
fermentation, same everything, only different barrels. That's the only difference. And so you get that much variation in wine just based on the barrel that you use.
A few weeks later, Russ filters and bottles his creation. We've watched fresh grapes right off the vine turn into delicious Carlos Creek wine. And now I think I deserve a little taste test. My favorite beverage on the entire Carlos Creek property is the Itasca sparkling wine. But what about the owners?
It changes seasonally for me. So it depends on what's out, you know? I mean, right now, mine and the staff's favorite right now is Oktoberfest. Some of our dry red wines are my favorite when it gets colder out.
That is such a hard question. I mean, like right now, yeah, summertime probably more the whites, and for beer, every day it changes. Every day I choose a different one, so. And again, just going to that, we really want to have something for everyone to experience.
What better way to celebrate a hard day's work than sharing a glass of wine with the people that pour their hearts into it?
Made for the Outdoors is brought to you by Star Bank, Finishing Trades Institute of the Upper Midwest, Nordic Legends Saunas, Walzer Buick GMC, Bloomington and Roseville, Forever Barnwood.
Welcome back to Made for the Outdoors. Here at Carlos Creek Winery, they're passionate about making and serving wine, but that's not all. They have their very own tap room and brewery right on site.
We felt like we were only really having this experience for half of the people. Adding beer made it a way that whoever you are, you're probably gonna find something you like.
We also wanted to embrace where we are geographically with Alexandria and really make sure that what we were doing tied into the area. So 22 Northman, the name came from the Kensington Rune Stone. And so we built our building around the concept of a Viking long haul and really embraced the adventurous spirit.
To capture and bottle that adventurous spirit, the Bredesons brought in head brewer Keith Heffley.
I'm Keith Heffley. I'm 2023-2024 reigning Bold North Bags champion. And I also am head of brewing operations here at Bold North Cellars and 22 Northman Brewing Company. If possible, I'd keep 10 lagers on tap, 4 or 5 hoppy beers. All in all, we'll probably average around 15 at any given time.
What's your favorite?
The one in my hand, typically.
Fair enough. Time to start brewing.
Typically for our beer, there's 4 ingredients, which are water, yeast, hops, and barley. Just like when making bread, you have to crush your grain. So that gives us access to all those enzymes through the mashing process. It travels up through our flex auger into our hopper and then the mash tun, which is where we hydrate it with certain temperature water to activate the enzymes. We collect that liquid we get from the mash tun and then we boil. in this process we use specific temperatures, a lot of times multiple temperature step mashes, things like that, to target specific enzymes that we want to convert starches into sugar, which is what yeast want to use.
Right. It's really a precise process, like really a science experiment, but you have to be precise with temperatures.
Oh,
and
yeah. You know, we try to have a 2 or 3 degree target range, which we'd like to hit in multiple parameters. And depending on the beer, you know, some beers are single temperature, some are multiple. So
okay.
That depends on what we're looking for in the final product.
What's the most complex beer to make?
I would say it would be mixed culture beer. We can, you know, age beer for 1, 2, 3 years, and then from there blend.
Got it. All right. I mean, I'm down for any kind of beer, really. If liking all beer is wrong, I don't want to be right.
Then it goes into our cool ship where it begins its cool down period, basically. It stays in the cool ship for 20 minutes, but it instantly goes from boiling down to 190s, and there when it sits at 190, goes through our heat exchanger, and being a lager-focused brewery, a lot of times we cool that then down instantly to 46 degrees, and that's a lot of where our fermentation takes place, is at that temperature. Our lager process is kind of extensive. Primary for fermentation, we like to target about 12 days. And then it's gonna slowly decrease temperature there, but yeast is still working. And the whole process is basically 6 weeks until you're gonna probably drink that beer.
In brewing, patience is a virtue. The wait is over when Made for the Outdoors returns.
Made for the Outdoors is brought to you by Star Bank, Sportsman's Guide, Totem Resorts, the premier destination for world-class fishing.
'22 Northman brewery owners Michelle and Tyler Bredesen encourage their employees to get creative at work.
Making sure that people are doing something that fills them up, that they really get passionate about. That's one of the best ways to make sure that people are happy and engaged. And yes, it's work, but you're not feeling like it's work every day.
As owners of a business, really our main goal is to support the people that work here in their passions. So being those people that they can bounce ideas off of, but still get to do what they want to do to fill their cup and to do what makes them happy and passionate. And that's what we're passionate about. We're passionate about encouraging our team to do the best that they can do and fulfilling that part of them.
That freedom means head brewer Keith Heffley gets to have some fun.
I came from Colorado, specifically Pueblo, and they produce a lot of the chilies that you get in Colorado down there, and so it's a part of home that reminds me of home. And I was kind of worried Minnesotans wouldn't get it, but they sure do. People love that beer.
Pueblo Chili Lager is just one of the unique beers on tap, but 22 Northman is most known for their standard lager, which we're brewing right now. There's one last step before our lager can hit the tap room. After sitting in the final holding tank for 2 to 5 days, the beer comes down and is canned right here on site.
A lager is not meant to be fussed over and talked about. It's meant to be enjoyed with friends, and we want you to bring your friends. And it's just a great social lubricant that you don't have to pay attention to. We just want it to be clean and easy to drink, and that's our goal.
And nothing goes better than this easy to drink beer than pizza. From wine to beer to food and events, Carlos Creek continues to up their game. So what's next?
Oh, we have so many ideas. It's just gonna be determining which one is the better idea and where we want to go from here. I mean, Yeah, we've got plans.
No matter which direction they take, the celebration of family and friends will surely roll on. It's hard for me to see a keg and not think of a toga party. Toga, toga, toga.
And one of the most important parts, sorry, oh, it's in my pocket. I was looking for a knife.
Keeping that in there.
I know.
Oh no, you're trapped. You're trapped.
Yeah,
You gotta put it in there.
Yeah,
Those things can get messy.
Let's get rid of this.
Yeah. Both delicious. Cheers.